Alright, let's see what horrible horrors await us today. Barachi, Cinder, Acolyte. You know, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. Cannot complain about it. Now, okay, so I was thinking going long blades because of the aptitude, but Cinder Acolyte starts with terrible, almost negative dexterity, so I'm not gonna do it. They start with good strength and good intelligence, but they don't get dexterity. Um, hmm. So that does filter out a couple of choices. I guess we are going to go for mazes, and we are going to get the classic for spellcasting for fire magic, so that we can cast the Scorch. And Scorch is a really, really solid thing to have. It's quite busted, so we want to rush it. Cinder Acolyte is, in my opinion, one of, if not straight up, the strongest start in the game, the strongest background. Um, Alright, so now we have Scorch, which is at 10%, but that will be fixed in time. We don't have to wait much long for it to be reliably castable. Not that it matters a lot anyway. We have 5 mana. We cannot really cast it too much. We found a Dagger of Venom. This is a beast of an early game weapon. Yep. We started with a maze, but we might not. Like, we might go magic, for all I know. We might go Jiva. You know how much I like Cinder Acolyte into Jiva. And with now the slime branch effectively not existing, if you're not a Jiva worshipper, might as well go Jiva. So what's so special about Barachi, in case you don't know? They are slow. Frog-like legs, your uniquely muscular legs allow you to hop short distances in the blink of an eye, though your walking speed is below average. The second level of this mutation allows you to hop farther. Yes. You also have extra line of sight, which makes these guys really good for launchers, really bad for melee because you get seen from further away, and by extension, things hurt you from further away. Smite targeting monsters will still be able to target you from a bunch of extra tiles because of your extra line of sight. Strength or intelligence? What are we going to do with this character? Ooh, I wish I could check aptitudes in this screen. Can I check aptitude? No, I cannot do anything other than check strength, intelligence, or dexterity. Okay, strength, intelligence, or dexterity. Like, not dexterity, that's not gonna happen. Strength or intelligence? I'm gonna go strength, because strength does allow me to wear this ringmail without completely destroying myself. And the ringmail does give me more defenses. I did make it so that I cannot really cast the Scorch now, because it's 16%. But the extra armor class, I would like to believe, compensates for it a little bit. And just as I rendered myself mostly unable to cast Scorch with a 16%, I'm starting to get a bunch of highly evasive enemies that I would love to have Scorch for. I'm thinking about going back to the robe. Yeah, I wish I had some leather armor or something. That would be the perfect in between. Um, let's see if I can encounter some of it. Some altars, but we are not gonna worry about gods because we have Ignis. Ooh, what is that? Chainmail of fun and games. It's very bad. It's very bad. Today we learned that fun and games, very bad. Alright, for spellcasting. You know, I might go to like 6 fire magic. Um, I really want to have Scorch castable in some kind of protective armor. And I want it to happen soon, because Scorch is at its most usable before you before you get to the mid game and you start seeing bands of monsters. This is really bad. This is supremely bad. I'm gonna use Fiery Armor here. We need to Fiery Armor this. Yeah, with fiery armor, I'm pretty sure I beat them all. Oh, this guy has jabs. Jeez. And a wand of flame. What a beast of a guy with infinite loot. Uh, these guys were guarding this, which is quite the upgrade. We are not gonna be using this or this anymore. Um, yeah, I sure like this high dexterity dagger. 2 strength, 4 dexterity. The extra strength also makes me more capable of casting Scorch. We clean up Natasha, um, and we have found leather armor, so I guess leather armor is gonna be okay to have for now. 4%. I like what I see. More gnolls. Okay. But you don't have what it takes to deal with a spellcaster with Scorch. Scorch really is so strong at this point in the game. What a busted item. I love Scorch. Or like not item, what a busted spell. Has it been nerfed? Because it used to be yeah, it used to be 2 dice of 10. Now it's 2 dice of 9 at its max power. It's still really strong. The property that makes a Scorch so powerful is the fact that it doesn't check evasion at a point in the game where evasion is most likely to kill you, or like monsters with evasion, I mean, are most likely to kill you. We have an amazing +2 aptitude for fighting. You can see all the aptitudes right now. As you can see, great aptitudes in general, great. It's +1s and +2s everywhere. Just a little bit of 0 and -1 necromancy, but who cares about necromancy anyway? And invocations, they are disconnected from the gods after all. But the gods that I care about are not gods that care about invocations skill. Like as you can see, Ignis does not care about that, and Jiva also doesn't care about invocations. And you know if a god cares about invocations or not, either by going the god and pressing this, if invocations is something the god cares about, you will see it there, or by checking the description of the god. Um, yeah, Ignis' powers are not affected by the invocation's skill, and the same will appear when I go Jiva. We got the temple. I don't know if I should check the temple. I maybe should check the temple just in the extremely unlikely chance that I got the Jiva temple, um, and I didn't. Okay. Hmm. Don't these guys have See Invisible by default? Don't know. Anyway, I got marked, so best to just leave the level. Play it safe. Gotta not get put to sleep in front of the orc. Yeah, getting put to sleep against one enemy is already a bit on the worrisome end. Um, The +5 Venom Dagger is great for the purposes of killing most things in the early game. Even heavily armored monsters that would be a struggle to kill with Scorch are gonna fall to the Venom Dagger. And of course it does wonderfully against insects. You know, monsters that are weak to poison. Um, yeah, lots of gnolls. Lots of gnolls. You know, I'm okay with fighting the gnolls because I am powerful enough to actually handle them, but not in the open. I would prefer not to fight them in the open. There's too many of them, and I got confused. That's pretty nasty. I might die here. Um, okay, heal wounds, but that's not curing. Okay, more confused. You know, that's fine. Did I get unconfused? No. I did get more confused. Okay, more confused. I am confused to the point where if I don't find curing, I'm gonna die, and so I found curing. Identify for um, delay. I would like to. Oh, you know what? I can upshaft. I can upshaft. Yeah, that's the kind of moment where like upshaft makes sense. Look at that, 4 orc wizards. Um, I need enlightenment because enlightenment gives you willpower. All right, so far, so good. I do have to say that D6 has been a bit more hostile than the rest of the game so far, but nothing too unfair that we cannot handle. Like I do think being straight up in the open against all of that would have been complete BS, and it would have probably killed me. Um, but fortunately, I was not in that position, you know. Um, we don't need to hold on to that. And there we go. Okay, I should buy these to identify it. Um, we have a bunch of identifies, but now that we have identified blinking, we can use them on other things. And it turns out that we have two blinkings, gained one. I'm gonna put this on the wish list. LRD in the Magic Scroll Emporium. I am interested in LRD. I might buy it. Might save up money and buy it. Um, Quill Talisman. This thing says um, hmm. Okay, it gives you quills. Yeah. It melts your helmet, gloves, boots, barding, and cloak, but it protects you from poison, fire, and gives you 4 strength. Your armor class would decrease by 1 from 4 to 3. It doesn't melt body armor, so this is good if you have good body armor. But I don't. Quill Talisman is not um, what I was thinking of. I was thinking of the other one that enhances your spells. You encounter 2 orc wizards. That's a nasty line of text. Okay, I'm just walking into nastier monsters. Um, I am in a really bad spot now. Okay, there we go. I killed one of the invisible wizards. The priest is concerning. Remember, I cannot run away from anything. Well, I guess I cannot endlessly run away from anything because I'm slow. But I can reposition a little bit, and I don't like how this is looking. I'm gonna, yeah, this is looking bad. Okay, the whites were a nasty addition to the fight that I really didn't want. Um, +3 flail would have been very rewarding, or I guess it can still be very rewarding if I continue going maces, but I'm more likely to go spells since I have already gotten a couple of good spells. Um, Spells are not great for Barachi, given Barachi's extra line of sight. Lots of the spells like effectively have less range. Not because they have less range for real, but because the amount of the screen that they can reach is lower than with any other species. Just because Barachi. Yeah. This Firebat is immune to Scorch, but it's not immune to poison, so Scorch is not gonna kill it, and Poison will. And for that Sky Beast, the plan is the complete opposite one. We Scorch it, and it dies in like 2 or 3 Scorches, not a problem. Sticky Flame! We can Sticky Flame and blink away, and then jump away. Because we have Blink, we have Sticky Flame. It's looking really good. It's looking like we have a plan. And for the end game, we already have Crystal Spear. I don't like Crystal Spear, but it is a solid tool for the end game, I suppose. Like, you can use that to win the game. I just don't like it because it costs 8 mana and it misses. I wish it didn't miss, at least. Like, it requires line of fire, it has Garba's range, but it does so much damage. It's so good when it does work. But like pretty much the stars need to align in order for it to work. Anyway, we grab Blink for sure. We'll grab Sticky Flame for sure. So the plan moving forward It's actually gonna be training Alchemy, Fire Magic, and Translocations. Well, Alchemy and Fire Magic to get Sticky Flame castable. That's the highest priority. And then we can jump away, or we can Sticky Flame things and then jump away from them. Um, and eventually we will Sticky Flame things and then blink away from them. Mm, I want to get Sticky Flame castable quickly because we're approaching the part of the game where you know, the part of the game where there is a lot of bands of monsters and stuff. Boulder Beetle. I don't know if I can beat it. Maybe I can. Like for the slime creature, I would rather wait a little bit. For this, do I even need to fight it? No. You know, the best way to win a fight is to not fight it at all. Um, Applies to crawl and applies to real life. Yeah, the last time I played, I said crawl teaches you a lot of life lessons if you're paying attention. People were joking, but now that's for real. Crawl does teach you a lot of life lessons if you're willing to pay attention. Okay, a bit close, but we pull ahead. Um, we're gonna need like 9, maybe 8, and then we train spellcasting. We're going intelligence. Yep. Hello, Jonas. Thank you for stopping by. We found airstrike, but I don't think we're gonna be using airstrike. Doom is an interesting mechanic. The crawl developers like it, or like want to make it so there's things that give you damage that lasts beyond the fight, and Doom is that. It's not permanent, but it is still damage that transcends one singular fight. Especially if you get it filled up to the point where you get a Bane. So the Doom Bane system, I approve of it. I do not dislike it. I think it's interesting. Ignite Poison! Okay, so now we just, like, that's a little bit of the poison package. And we are already on the Fire Alchemy plan, so um, the Sticky Flame is now Fire Alchemy. It used to be Fire Conjurations. And I like that it's Fire Alchemy because we're training Alchemy already. Man, this kind of sucks. I really do not like this. That's looking kind of scary because this guy has a glaive and a chainmail. If I had my net, this would be a good thing to net. I guess I can step forward and drink a potion of tree. And I'm pretty sure I just win with this potion of tree. Okay, the problem here is that... Okay, as long as no more monsters with polearms appear, we're fine. Yeah, I can tap them, because potion of tree gives you crazy armor class. And also 50% extra HP at the cost of being unable to move. Speed of Venom. I think I'm gonna hang on to my dagger, my +5 dagger. Not that I'm tabbing a lot of things anyway. Rockfish. The fire resistance. That sucks. It's less brutal than Rift Wizard's version of it. It goes through stone. Jump away. Found a parchment of Mercury Arrow. That might be interesting. How annoying. I think I win without using any more resources. I wasn't expecting 2 rockfishes. But I guess they come in bands. But it's a new monster, so I didn't keep that in mind. Oh, come on, that's some... Yeah, it's a good roll. Okay, you're gonna continue getting good rolls. I don't wanna... Where did all these bees come from? I'll fiery armor these, so that I can kill them quickly. Yeah, I was expecting more bees, actually. That's why I fiery armored. Let's see what we have here. Enchant armor, mutation, invisibility, fear, and enchant weapon. We do not particularly care about enchant weapon or enchant armor really, because we don't have anything worth enchanting yet. Also, it's not like I can enchant the dagger. And even if I could, I wouldn't, because it is... Because it is only a dagger at the end of the day. Okay, more bees. But this time we have a choke point. Okay, they are killing me. Oh, they're killing me pretty good. I don't think I've been able to hit this bee with my poison weapon, which is a shame. Yeah, I pretty much killed them all until I ran out of mana, and then I killed one with melee, and then I haven't been able to hit one. And that got me from 51 to 24. Daggers are good in NetHack because you can stack them. So you can enchant like 10 of them and then throw them at monsters and delete them very quickly. In Crawl you cannot do anything like that. Ooh, that's not good. $40! Oh man. Four dice of 7. That is not 40. Oh, but the Clockwork Bee stung me. And it says tempered. Yeah, it does 16. Okay, that's a crazy good damage roll. Man, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I don't have anything that I can really use to not die here. Oof. Okay. Can I kill this guy before the bee reactivates itself? Oh wait, I can blink away from these. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, I think we cannot survive this. We just blink away. Or like jump away, I guess. Spross opens the door. We're gonna Quando Flame this. Okay, doesn't work. Well, let's do it again. There we go. Alright. Very sketchy situation. Spross dealt unexpectedly large amounts of damage with that attack. I was not in a position where I was comfortable at all in the first place, and then I got hit for 40, and miraculously I did not die. Um, hmm. It's a pretty okay plate in action, and it gives regen. I like having regen. It's a really strong property. Of course, the downside being that it is plate. It's very difficult to cast spells with it. Okay, I'm just gonna get pummeled by these. I'm just gonna fight the armor, so at least I can not be surrounded by them. Um, all right. Well, I was still surrounded, but I was not surrounded in a corridor where a monster could easily cut me off. Cyclops hits me for 26. I really wish I had a better way to deal with these monsters. I have Sticky Flame already. Let's use that. Kinda don't want to jump away because I will be hit by a rock. Okay, now I kinda have to leave. What happened with my Sticky Flame? I think it lasted. Oh no, I miscast it. I miscast it. A first cast, 7%. Got a miscast. You hate to see it. Um, what are these rockfish? They're fish that swim through rock, like they could swim through water. Miscast blink two times. Oh, I was running away from the Cyclops, but I forgot that Cyclopes um, are also slow, so I didn't really have much to fear. It was not gonna catch up to me. Wall facing, yep. That's Mercury Arrow from earlier. It's level 2. How much damage does it deal? 2 dice of 11. But I'm gonna pass on it. It does not check, or like it checks evasion, and Scorch doesn't. So might as well stick with Scorch. Aha! Sticky Flame makes things die really quickly. I would like to believe I have what it takes to deal with this dragon. There we go. I said dragons are easy. They're just highly damaging, but they're not very resistant. No, I shouldn't be fighting this at all. I was thinking I can probably beat them, and I may be able to beat them, but the thing is that they could also beat me, and um, in that equation I am the loser, so I should not try to fight them. It's gonna catch up to me, and when it catches up, I'm just gonna melee it and it dies. Pretty good. I already cleared this level, so there's nothing to fear from using one of those. D7. Wait, D8 is what I want. No, it is D8. Go D8. Yeah, okay, this level's full of one of those orcs. I kind of want to kill them. It's a couple of knights, or like a couple of warriors. They give good HP, or like good experience. The normal orcs don't. The warriors do a little bit. A little bit sketchy. Okay, killed one of the warriors, which should make the rest of these orcs substantially easier to kill. Then again, I don't have to fight them. I don't have to fight them. Round 2 versus the Cyclops. Beautiful. Big damage from Scorch and Sticky Flame, because Scorch reduces a monster's fire resistance temporarily, and Sticky Flame, well, self-explanatory, right? We still do not have the Blink skill, and we are running into situations where I would like to have the Blink skill, or like the skill to cast Blink is what I'm trying to say. It says 22%. We want it to be certain. Oh man, we got Troll Letter. That is good, good. We have Regen now, and Regen is good. I love Regen. As it scales, okay. We're moving up in the world very quickly, in fact. I might put that on, but not immediately. Okay. Blink away, we don't want to break that. Get over here. I get marked, that's kind of worrisome. I get double marked. Okay, let's get out of here before I get pummeled by monsters. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, Cyclops waiting on the other side of the stairs. Better exclude those. This game's a lot about knowing how to answer the situations that it often presents you with. And the game does present you with very large amounts of repeat situations, pretty much every run. You just have to know how to deal with them. Most often, you can deal with them without using any resources. And if you can't, you better get that fixed, because otherwise you're gonna die to attrition. Dying to attrition is one of the most painful things that this game can offer. It sucks. It's very unfun. Unseen Horror. I have a Ring of See Invisible and I don't have it equipped because I knew Scorch. Scorch hits something at random within its range, right? You don't get to target it, and it doesn't matter what you want it to hit. It's gonna hit something at random. What you can do is manipulate your line of sight in order to only be able to hit the thing that you want to hit. And since you do not target it, it hits Unseen Horrors really well. It's a super powerful spell. Very, very, very solid spell. We got 10 spell casting in the blink of an eye. Time for translocations. We're gonna need like 5. 5 should get the job done. Blink's already at 12%. Okay, the 11 was a walk in the park. Let's go do Lair now. My main concern is that I still do not have a spell that I would call good for this place. We don't have Toxic Radiance. We have Ignite Poison, but not Toxic Radiance. That's kind of painful. I should get a port. Yeah, none of the bombastic spells that hit bands. I have Sticky Flame, which is okay for single targets, but my main concern is that I may be killed too quickly for that to matter, right? My secondary concern is bands, like Yak bands, Death Yak bands, the classic Layer 1 Black Mamba, but this time I have the Wonder of Magic, and so I kill it before it gets a chance to do anything. Robe of the Known World, worth leaving in the trash. Okay, that's 5 translocations. We're gonna go for like 13 fighting. I don't really have much to train now. Whenever in doubt, you should probably train your fighting skill. It's what I do. In the early game, at least. Yeah, so far no bans, and by extension things are going the way that I expected them to go. But the moment we start seeing Yak bans and Elephant bans and Death Yak bans, that's when things are going to start going downhill. Manticore. It's actually. Oh, I got another miscast of Sticky Flame. Come on, why is it doing that? I have 1 mana. No, why? It's at 3%. Stop miscasting it. Jeez, it sucks. Okay, I was a bit concerned when that hell rat appeared, but fortunately we were able to pull through with the tree form. Very strong thing to have. Unfortunately, it's not a spell, it's a consumable, and I'm out of it. But then again, its utility also greatly diminishes. Beyond the early game, it has some uses later on, such as being immune to Torment, or like making you immune to Torment, but it's nothing that we cannot live without. I don't want to not have mana. This is not great. Um, Man, my Sticky Flame's lasting for like 3 turns. Feels not great. Oof. The combination between Scorch and Sticky Flame is wonderful. It actually is doing so well. It does crazy good damage for single targets. Rebuke. It shields the wearer if their last action was a melee attack, plus 10 shield, and redirects blocked melee attacks to other nearby enemies. Pretty cool. But then again, I don't do a lot of that melee attack thing, so might as well leave it on the floor. That is 13 fighting, and I still do not have anything to train for. Let's go for a little bit of armor, since we have great armor skill. We can also think about training evocations soon. Um, we do not particularly have anything that would compel me to do that. No experience evocables, no hex ones that I noticed. This sucks. Oh, this sucks bad. Um, yeah, that's a lot of elephants. I would like to teleport away from this one. The elephant shakes off the sticky flame as it moves. Oh wow, sticky flame got buffed in terms of damage. I've noticed that for sure, but it got nerfed in the sense that now monsters just shake it off as they move, just like the player does. Which means that if you sticky flame then blink away, the monsters just get rid of the sticky flame. No wonder it was wearing off so quickly. Um, oh no, oh no, that's so bad. I don't want to fight that, and I don't want to be here, period. Oh man, there's so many Spriggans. Oh man, what a terrible teleport trap. I need a corridor. One of digging, please. Okay, thank you. The crab is still coming my way. These things cannot be sticky flame because they're spectral, insubstantial, and immune to ensnarement. They're also immune to sticky flame if they are insubstantial. It's looking really rough. I might die. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. thing about that is that I'm probably gonna have to use more than one. That is my problem. You destroy the Ghostcraft. Great message. What is not great is being still bombarded by Spectral Spriggans. There's so many of them. What a nasty swamp entrance. Presenting you with a swamp endgame enemy. What cloak? Fighty armor. Fighty armor. Is that what I said? Fighty cloak? Fighty armor. That's what I meant. I think it originally was called Fighty cloak, but they renamed it to Fighty armor since it gives a lot of armor class. Talking about that, let's just use it again. Yep. Now even if I get petrified, we're fine. Stoner Foss, thank you for the follow. Hey, there's a cloak of willpower here. No, this is the first cloak that we have seen. Oh, the Cloak of Flames. Yeah, Fighty armor is Fighty. That's what you meant. I'm a bit surprised that not everything died from hitting me while I had Fighty armor on. I still have it on. In fact, most of these things are really high HP, but we're seeing the limitations of the spells and loot that I have found this early on. I cannot deal with vents, and that is already a problem. I wish I had a good spell that does well against multiple monsters. But all I have are these single target things or these things that do not deal damage, like Alistair's Intoxication. Why do I care about this? It doesn't do damage. And it gives me vertigo. It's so... Man, that spell has been bad for decades. Unironically, for decades. It's not an exaggeration. It is bad, and it has been bad for decades. I'm amazed that it's still in the game. If it was up to me, I would have removed it already. Yeah, if you're wondering how in the world is this guy not dying from being completely destroyed by all these blink frogs, it's a combination of the damage reduction that comes when you're petrified and the fighty armor. And on top of that, I also have a source of regen equipped, so there's that as well. There's a volcano in this level, isn't it? I should probably find magic mapping. There we go. Volcano. Did I lose the volcano? Because I heard there was a volcano. Ah, the walls and floor vibrate strangely for a moment. Huh? It was not meant to be. Besides, what am I supposed to do with this character in a volcano? We got Snake, which is good because that means we didn't get Spider. That's a second Ghostcraft. I just realized. Are you also... Okay, you are not... You're not an actual ghost, so you are vulnerable to Sticky Flame. Which means I do have a way to kill this thing. Beautiful. Now that I have 10 armor, I could think about upgrading my body armor, losing regen but gaining a bunch of extra armor class. I should go to 11 armor, actually. Yeah, we're going to wear this Cloak of Willpower. What enemies are visible? Oh. I was standing on a cloud that deals negligible amount of damage. Anyway, now I have 13 armor class. I could enchant this Cloak of Willpower. I think it is extremely unlikely that it is removed or changed. Um, it is a Cloak of Willpower. It's a bombastic item, a very much endgame item material. Never a bad thing to have. Willpower. How much willpower do Barachi need to not die? They need 2 sources because they have 3 willpower per level up. If you have 1 source, you are very well protected, but you can still just spontaneously explode because crawl developers hate consistency on player effects. Beautiful. Yeah, all these strong solo monsters are not a problem. The problem will come when bands start appearing. Also, I'm really concerned about the fact that I'm like my defensive skills are higher than my offensive skills, and that is purely because I don't have any good offense to train for. That is not Crystal Spear, and Crystal Spear is super expensive. We also have LRD, but LRD sucks for this place. It also kind of sucks for Orc since things are highly armored there, and there's a lot of open space. Um, LRD used to be such a strong spell. I don't know why it's not a starting book spell anymore with the great amount of weaknesses that it has nowadays. I guess it's precisely because of that. It's not a good spell early on, but the more the game progresses, the better it gets. +2 helmets. 19 whole armor class. Jeez. That's a lot of cane toads. It's pretty much a cane toad band. Like I can deal with 1, 2, or maybe 3 of them. I don't have what it takes to deal with 4 of them and a Komodo dragon. Like that's actually a bit above my pay grade. Um, okay, got lucky. I might be able to kill that wyvern, but I don't know. Okay, beautiful. Yak. As long as it's 1, like if it's 1, it's literally free, right? But the problem comes when more of them appear. Even dealing with 2 of them at the same time is concerning to me. Yeah, the sticky flame just immediately wears off if I move away from the monsters. That sucks. It got so nerfed over the years. That's bad. Certified not good. Ooh, almost makes me want to fighty cloak this. Okay, fighty cloaking that was correct. I had big armor class and I still got hit really hard. I have 26 armor class. 26 armor class on a mage, that's crazy. Okay, some jacks. Your legs feel stronger. At level 13, I can jump farther. And as you can see, it's quite a lot more range that I get from the jump ability. Um, Barachi are fun because if you play them well, they're so much stronger than a normal crawl character with the access to the blink resource, the semi-controlled blink. It's so strong. Scarab Talisman. I don't think I've read this one. So Sun Scarab. hitting heat, weakness to poison, 2 pips of fire resistance. Burns adjacent enemies whenever the scarab attacks and can be healed by swapping with it. Makes a tiny sun. In addition, the scarab's own mandibles can reduce enemies' fire resistance, and fire spells are easier for the wearer to cast. That seems really good. But unfortunately, it melts all weapons and armor, and I already devoted a decent chunk of skill towards casting spells. You know, it's very funny that I enchanted the Cloak of Willpower because now I have a Cloak of Poison Resistance. Poison Resistance is really good. In fact, I would say it's more of a desirable property at this point in the game. Oh, Brom's Barrowing Bowler is a great thing to have. Yes, I was saying it's a poison resistance is better to have than willpower at this point in the game. If I can only choose one, I would choose poison resistance. But I already enchanted the Cloak of Willpower, and would I choose willpower and 2 armor class over poison resistance? I don't know. Especially considering how quickly I'm killing, the things that I would like to have poison resistance for. Anyway, finally have a spell worth training for. So we're gonna train Earth and Conch for Brom. We're gonna need about 9 for that. Intelligence ring. Sure, I am casting spells. Funnily enough, lindworms are not fire resistant. They're not fire resistant at all. You would be led to believe that a monster that spits fire would have some degree of fire resistance, but not lindworms. You feel an ill omen. You feel an ill omen. So ravens can spam the doom? That's nasty. It's too many hell rats, Yeah, I'm not liking this. This would be the kind of thing that I would be able to deal with easily if I had some form of AoE attack. But I still do like the best that I have is this Wand of Warping, but that's limited. It's a limited resource. Okay. I do have to say that being at no mana versus this guy is pretty scary. If I had a little bit of mana, we would be fine. Yeah, like 6 mana is what I need. Alright. We have to use a net, but we're okay. We have a 17% chance to get petrified now, since I equipped the willpower item. 7-headed Hydra and a bunch of wolves. Not good. Not good at all. The wolves are so much faster than me. They're faster than a normal character, and I am not playing a normal character. I'm playing a Barachi, which are slow. They do not get past my 21 armor class, however. Man, putting on these acid scales was such a good decision. I have so much armor class from my gear and my armor skill. Because the helmet's fully enchanted, cloak fully enchanted, the gloves fully enchanted, boots not enchanted, but I would enchant plain boots, right? Make them a bit more interesting, and I would think about enchanting them. I keep miscasting Sticky Flame. Now it's at 1%. And it's like pretty much every time I miscast, the Sticky Flame is pretty annoying. Okay, Elephant Band. I don't want to fight that. I should learn Brom if I haven't learned Brom. I'm training for it and I haven't learned it. It's at 14%. But we don't have any skill in the skills yet. No, we don't have any levels, so it's understandable. Somehow the Death Yaks are a little bit less scary than the elephants are because the elephants push me away and in turn they shake off the sticky flame. The Death Yaks don't do that. They just do crazy damage. They don't need to push you because they just kill you before you need to be pushed. Um, Death Yaks are much more of my spirit animal than elephants are. Alright. I'm tanky enough to actually kill them because I'm killing things really quickly through the use of mana. And I have the armor class to also be able to stand still and to take a hit or two while things die from my stuff. So I think that I achieved a very good balance. At first, I was really concerned about the lack of AOE, but for now we're fine. Like it's a reality that and sooner or later we're gonna need an AOE spell, but for now we can handle without. I got pretty far into Lair without running out of Ignis Piety. That's a bit surprising. Now, talking about Ignis abandonment, Ignis summons fire elementals, so I cannot really abandon Ignis until I have an answer for that. We emo here, and then we want the Warping. One of the Warping is gonna place them next to me, and I'm gonna explode and die. That's not gonna work, is it? Alright, pretty good. Kinda wanna drink Attraction, so I can pull everything into the fire. And by everything, I mean a bunch of summon monsters, and this Bogart. This Bogart is gonna explode. I'd rather attack it. I have Scorch. Yeah, there we go. Now we can Attraction. Oh, wait, one of them is still in their flame. That's not great. Yep. Wow, nasty blink. Blinked right into line of sight of a Cane Toad and a Bogart. Wouldn't be the first time that drinking Attraction kills me. Oh, the Bogart died in one turn of Sticky Flame? Damage 2 dice of 9? That feels like oddly large amounts of damage. Doesn't feel right. But now I'm in a choke point, so this is a little bit more manageable. Ambrosia would be okay to have here because it would regen not only my HP but my mana as well. And then with full mana I can kill these things easily, even at rather low HP because I still have 28 armor class, so I don't expect these guys to suddenly be able to deal 22 damage to me, even if I'm slow. I don't think 2 rounds of melee from a single enemy, like this black bear, can kill me. with 28 armor class. I really wish I had some mana though. Oh, we drink Cirque. I mean, I think we win. Actually, I think this wins me the fight. It's not like I'm wielding a bad weapon or something. Um, Alright, I would like to regen. Come on. Let me regen. What kind of abyss is this that it's not letting me regen? You know, I wonder if clearing slime gives good experience now. Because back in the day, the reason people didn't clear slime is because it didn't give good experience. Also, that Spriggan Rider hits so hard. How exactly is it capable of dealing that much damage to my 21 armor class? I've been fighting Death Yaks and stuff that don't deal that damage. Um, Spriggan Riders are too strong. I've always thought they were kind of ridiculous. Oh, I ported the Potions of Cancel accidentally. Pressed a macro. Um, yeah, it was like, did the jellies eat the potions? They don't do that anymore. Um, this is a moment of truth, by the way. We are very clearly approaching the altar to Jiva, or where the altar to Jiva could possibly be, is what I'm trying to say. Um, I wish it's there. I hope it's there. Hello, viewer, currently known as QFMBC. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, I got Curare at some point. Oh yeah, one of those guys that I killed. One of those Spriggans had Curare. Alright. Yeah, I was just thinking, oh man, I wish I had Curare right now. Like, it would be a great tool to get rid of this last elephant. Uh, this character is doing wonderfully because I decided to put those 11 points in armor. I saw the aptitude, I saw that I had nothing else to train, and I was like, okay, armor it is. Um, and it is pretty good. It's been pretty good. Okay, more yaks, but these are not death yaks and these are not elephants. There is, however, a lot of them, so this is a little bit annoying. I think we can spare a digging charge just to give myself a better fighting chance. I'm just gonna sit here, and when the queue is full, we're gonna throw some jabs. With zero skill, they're not, like, I'm not expecting them to kill everyone, but they will do a lot of damage, Yeah, I did kill one of them. Must have been hurt from other things before. Okay. One of them is completely unscathed. That's funny. Most of them are heavily wounded, which is wonderful. Yeah, I'm starting to think that Sticky Flame might be bugged or something because it's doing absolutely crazy bonkers damage. Um, or maybe it just ignores monster armor class or something because that's a lot of damage. And we got Jiva Altar. That means we get to do Slime as the third rune. Slime exists. In my game, Slime did generate. That's nice. Don't you hate it when Slime doesn't generate? Mm. Oh yeah, this thing improves your Forgecraft. I might care about that. I might care about that. I don't care about it right now, but I might care about that. What I probably won't care about is this plate. It's too heavy and I'm going magic. Oh, 8 Hydra. 8-headed Hydra. Scary. Scary, spooky 8-headed Hydra. Let me plan my play. Because I think I can beat it. Slime, oh, it's so bad. Oh man, if you, I put it on YouTube. You might want to watch my previous character. Yeah, it's I didn't know. So it was completely unspoiled, and unspoiled crawl is very unpleasant because it's designed to kill unspoiled players, pretty much. All right, that's it for Lure. Unless I skipped a level because I got shafted. Um, Orc time it is. We are still stuck. Yeah, the only thing we have is LRD. I should go buy that. Yeah, for Orc. I'm gonna need that for Orc. I was thinking, oh, maybe Orc has a book with LRD and other spells in it, but no, I should just do it right now. Um, do we care about the brand weapons? No. Do we care about the enchant armor? Yes. All right. Let's go. Let's go do work. Okay, let me see Jiva as well because I wouldn't put it past the developers to also change. Jiva will unlock the slime pit's bolts. Jellies are peaceful and will consume items off the floor. Yeah, I was wondering if Jiva, the god, does care about slime or not, but apparently Jiva didn't get changed in any way. Who was asking for slime changes? I guess it's fine because I understand the rationale behind them. Like it takes what the community already did in Slime, which was just go down and ignore everything, and makes it so that you have to go down and ignore everything, or else you're gonna have a bad time. So I understand why it was done. I am just not fond of the way that it was presented to me. Um, I think a message when going into slime would be nice. Like this branch is highly hostile and unfit for the living, kind of thing. I think we can go probably to 11 Earth Magic. Um, if I don't find a spell soon enough, Crystal Spear might have to be the spell that I go for. Wait a second, I can probably just remove that. The dragon's gone. I think I already killed it. Oh man. Oh, it's a warlord band. No wonder. That's basically how you feel about a beast. The thing is that a beast does warn you. Um, in Slime you do get warned. In Slime 2. Um, I guess it was my bad because I didn't notice that I was fighting Slime 1 instead of fighting. I thought I was fighting the end. For some reason, I thought I was already at the bottom. Um, but I was fighting Slime 1. Slime 5 is mostly the same. Slime 5. Mm, mm. I bought the LRD spell, but I didn't learn it. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with this warlord soon, right now, because we're not gonna be able to tank this guy for very long. Fortunately, it's not mighty. It's not a mighty warlord, but it still hits really hard. 41. I only have 28 armor class. Burning, extremely poisoned, covered in liquid flames. Beautiful. Okay, goodbye, warlord. Yep. I have what it takes to kill these things. The thing is that I don't know if I have what it takes to kill them all together. In this case, I do emerge victorious, but I still do not like that the moment I go downstairs, I'll be pummeled by things again. Yeah, we're still not done. This time I just pulled up some pretty weak guys, so it's fine. There's scroll updates every like 7 months or so, 6 or 7 months, give or take. Sometimes 8. You don't have to play the most updated version. It's just what people do. But if you don't like playing the most updated version, you don't have to. You saw the slime altered chances, and you loved it. What's the slime altered chances? Also, does the slime alter spawn outside with an increased chance or only inside? Because that makes a big difference. Yeah, I had a really hard time living with a character that up until that point in the game was steamrolling everything. It was a really strong character, and I almost died to slime. So an early to mid game character is not gonna have what it takes to handle more than Slime 1. Yeah, Slime 1 has a 25% chance, 50% on 2/4. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's like what happened to Lugonu, where now Lugonu like is what you can use to get out of the abyss. I don't like that. I feel like it does a disservice to Lugonu that you cannot go Lugonu from D1. And I understand why Jiba cannot be a D1 god, but I would make it more likely that an altar spawns outside of Slime. This character is gonna go Jiba because I have an altar outside of Slime, right? But if it wasn't the case, I wouldn't even think about going to Slime, altar or no altar. And besides, why bait the player into converting? Everyone knows and agrees that converting is a bad idea unless you're going to specifically convert, like unless you're going in with the plan to convert and build accordingly. No one's gonna take the convert as a last ditch effort to survive. Like personally, I would just rather die. Really. So Orc 2 has Saint Roca. I want that shop. Oh, nice. At least it's rock on a bunch of warriors and normal orcs. You know, the average orc Beowulf worshipper, right? What do you mean my boulder is destroyed before causing the chain reaction? Yeah, enemies attacked the boulder and killed it. I did see, but come on. That sucks. That sucks. Why can't that be another explosion wand? Why does it have to be the one that mispositions monsters? Oh man. Ah. I don't have a beam wand to make sure the job gets done. And I still have not learned LRD. LRD would be pretty good here. You're immune to fire, aren't you? Well, you're highly resistant. After damaging hits, summon demonic beasts. Delightful. Okay, there we go. Chain reaction is starting. I'm gonna get smitten to death by Saint Roca. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? I was thinking, oh, Saint Roca is surrounded by things. Maybe I can just do an immolation, and I mean it's killing Saint Roca's band, but that's not my concern. Saint Roca itself is my concern. We get hit by one explosion. We have Ignis fire resistance, so it's fine. Yeah, I should dig for cover. I was thinking of digging over here. But then I would be losing all my clouds. I don't think I should be doing this period. Yeah, I think I should just get out. I can still get out. Did Saint Roca not get feared? Or did Saint Roca get feared and... Yeah, Saint Roca resists with almost no effort. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna read another one, but not actually use it. And I want to see how likely Saint Roca is to get hit by one of those. Uh, uh, Saint Roca happened to generate with willpower this time, so there's no way to know how effective it is in general. But I guess it's not Betty. I don't have fog. I wish I did. Maybe I do, and it's that unidentified. Can you see invisible? No. This thing can. Toggle would be great to have here, so I can blink to reposition and then use boulder to hopefully kill the bat. But it's a bat. You're not gonna kill it with a boulder. Um, oh man, I sure wish I had LRD. LRD would have made this whole ordeal substantially easier and significantly less messy. I'm gonna have to use another blink to not die here. I'm gonna go upstairs because I'm 2 smites away from certain death. And yeah, I was not only fighting Saint Roca, right? All right. I don't want to use my last teleport for that. Let's go to D12. Maybe D12 gives me some resources to make this less painful. Learn that. How's things looking? 3%. I like it. It's 2 manticores. Okay. And a wraith. Okay, that's bad. I used all of my mana fighting 2 manticores. I was thinking I was gonna fight one, but it turns out that there were 2. Very rare. I'm tapping down an ogre with 0 melee skill just because I have 21 armor class and 19 evasion. Training defenses has been so good for this character. But to be fair, I trained defenses because I didn't have anything else to train because I didn't have good spells. Um, and I and I also have really good aptitudes for defenses, right? Not to mention, um, I found the Ring of Evasion as well. That's why I have 19 evasion with 14 dexterity. There we go. Man, that was crazy. Crazy dominant performance from this character. Like, if I'm not fighting things that are wildly beyond my pay grade, I can do really well. Or too many things at the same time. That also is a bit of an issue because of the mana issue. How's the shield up on Barachi? It is 1. I do have a buckler, and I am not going to use a two-hander. Yeah, staves, the magical item, are one-handed. Okay, Skeletal Warrior didn't go upstairs. Yeah, invisibility is not concerning to me at this point in the game. Maybe later, but for now, no problem. I remember that I can LRD Skeletal Warriors directly because they're made out of bone and not bone and flesh. Mm, at the very least, a little bit of spell casting, since one of my greatest problems so far has been getting low on mana. My Blink LRD strategy is pretty good for dealing with Skeletal Warriors, since the Skeletal Warriors are absolute juggernauts of enemies. Like, if I had seen a Skeletal Warrior on D12 before doing Lair, I would have immediately turned around. On pretty much any character, they're ridiculously strong. You're not, like, if you see a Skeletal Warrior, it's a sign that you're not supposed to be here. If you see one pre-Lair. Post-Lair is like, oh, you got unlucky. You're gonna have to deal with it because you're still not ready on most characters. This one is, because this one's pretty good, right? Mm, it also wouldn't have been ready had I not gotten LRD. Um, I think this character would have been a pretty decent melee character, thinking about it. Staff of Air. As you can see, my highest level spell is Crystal Spear, which is looking like the spell that I use for to win the game, right? I have to say that I'm not fond of the idea. Mm, I can use a barrage, mana, spell, each battle. Interesting. Interesting. A skill. Scales with evocations. Spends mana. Ah, but surely it's worth it. I'll give it a try for a bit. Hey, shooting star. It's like Foxfire. Deals 4 times of 2. It has 100 HP and yeah, it's a crazy thing. Yeah, it's probably worth hanging on to. Okay, I am strong. Sticky Flame seems really powerful. I don't know what happened with Sticky Flame, but it feels super duper strong in ways that it didn't feel strong before. Mm. If the victim is allowed to move, it will put out the fire prematurely. Oh, it does armor ignoring fire damage. That explains everything. Oh, it's so good. It's so good now. It's so strong. We're gonna have a good time doing that against Saint Roca. The thing is, tanking Saint Roca, that's gonna be a bit of a thing. Um, yeah, I knew it. I said it a couple of minutes before that it felt like it was ignoring armor class or something, and it was ignoring armor class. That's gotta be new because I don't think it did that before. I remember it being very disappointing against things with shields. Beautiful. This is really powerful. Oh, this Ryu turned into a hog. That's funny. Oink, oink. Um, you may not understand why I found it funny. It's because in console they use the same glyph, Ryus and hogs. It's a different color, but it's the same glyph because they're both pigs. Yeah, we're not fighting a titanic slime creature. It's a little bit too dangerous. Shakes off the sticky flame as it moves. You just have to not have them in your line of sight for a bit for them to split apart. Yeah, I can handle them, but I definitely cannot handle them if they are stacked. And I have issues with how many of them there have been. More intelligence. We're doing intelligence stuff. Elf Pyromancer. I should not have any issues with it. So far so good. D13, easy clear. Some. I'm not doing that. I'm doing Jiba. Um, I'm wondering if I already have what it takes to do Jiba stuff. Um, what is an iron? Yeah, I guess this guy's guarding bolts. Okay, my problem is that I have next to me a fire dragon. I have the resistance. I still have not abandoned Ignis after all, but I'm not fond of it. I don't like the current situation. Um, we're probably gonna go for like armor and fighting. I really wish I had a better spell by now. You know, a spell that I could use to properly handle these things. Um, okay, I needed that to appear on screen, and now we can snipe it with LRD. There we go. I haven't gone some in so long. Some always gets changed in mysterious ways that always end with you feeling like some's worse than it was before. That it is a less favorable option for the player. That is not a good feeling, given that the player's intention is to win the game. Why would the player go some if some does not help the player win the game? Are you serious? I blinked like that because I was like the chances were vastly in my favor to blink into a position that was further away from the ugly things, not blink into the ugly things. Um, you pick some because some is best. I'm gonna get petrified here. Or not. Okay, I am gonna get petrified. Fiery armor. Okay, that helped. Don't do it again. Okay, okay, I think we are fine now. I would like to believe that I can kill a Catoble Pass in a 1v1 at 29 HP. Um, just playing it safe. Yep. Whew, that was a little bit spooky. Staff of Alchemy. I should probably be wielding that. It enhances my sticky flame. Does it also give poison resistance? Yes, it does. A great property to have access to, poison resistance. Anti-magic war axe. Crazy item to have for some characters. Long time no crawl. Yeah, long time no crawl. But we're crawling now. Where are you going first? Ignis, Jiba. because I have a Jiva Altar waiting for me right there. It might happen really soon, actually. Orc Knight. It's nasty. I don't like it. Oh, it's an Orc Knight with a polearm too. Um, really don't like it. No, this combo of Sticky Flame and Scorch does obscene damage. And to think that I stumbled upon it pretty much accidentally, but it does crazy strong damage. Should I jump right now? I shouldn't jump. Yeah, I should save my jump for the stairs, to reach the stairs if I need to. And it was a wise decision, as you can see. Cannot fight in a corridor. Crazy damage. Okay. I'm very surprised that the freezing grade didn't do any damage, period. This guy has an Orc Bow of Elec. That's actually a super scary thing to have. Fortunately, you're not Nessos, so I can just walk to you and kill you like that. You keep hyping it up, it will be nerfed. Yeah, but what am I supposed to do if I'm streaming this game? This guy's a little bit too. Yeah, why is this guy here? This guy's pretty crazy strong. 17% paralyzed. Okay, fortunately I am built different when it comes to dealing with single targets. Um, am I getting served an assortment of depths monsters because this is D15? Oh no, that's why. Okay, I understand now. I see. I see. This thing's crazy. It's a quick blade, +8 quick blade, that occasionally heals me for all of the damage it does whenever it wounds a living foe. Um, what's the difference between this and normal BAMP? BAMP rolls to heal you for a dice of the amount of damage that you dealt. So sometimes BAMP can be very disappointing. This will always be disappointing because it's a quick blade, but at least you have the certainty that it will be trash. um, to be perfectly fair, if you get like a stab or if you have might, it can heal you good, but you should not really expect it to work like that. You should not expect it to be good because at the end of the day, it's a BAM quick blade. If the property was on a larger weapon, it would be super ridiculous. Like that property on like a great mace, it would be the strongest two-hander in the game because BAMP is just like that. I was wondering why are things not dying, and it's because I switched to wielding the Staff of Alchemy, which maybe I shouldn't do if I want to tap things. Another Vampire Knight. I would like to believe that I have what it takes to beat it, but it's so scary. Yeah, not gonna lie, I feel like I locked out beating the first one. Sticky Flame is so bad against elephants because the elephant is gonna immediately walk and shake off the Sticky Flame. The thing that I'm most concerned about here is the Emperor's Corp. Elephant knows fire safety, yeah. Oh, terrible blink. But what am I supposed to expect? I would like to believe these two things are dead. They are almost dead and substantially poisoned. I would like to believe that they're dead, but you never know. I don't have mana to blink away from the Emperor's Corp. Um, it is fast, so I really cannot walk away from it, and I really cannot beat it with this HP. Tele, because I might be able to survive it. I may not be able to kill it. I might be able to survive it. One hit away, one hit later, it poisons me for literally all of my HP. Except for like if I press this button, it's gonna show me how poisoned I am. You're seriously poisoned. 53-3. One attack, by the way. One attack. I do have curing, but come on. Okay, the Manticore did die. Come on, Emperor Scorpion, you're next. Okay. I think that we are just gonna leave these like that. I have to do work. How much money do I have? Okay, it's worth it to do work. We can do it. Legit, we can do it. We can Sticky Flame, Scorch, Saint Roca to death, I would like to believe. We also have Nets, we have Curare. Saint Roca is like one of the largest enemies in this game that those things work against. Largest as in it has crazy HP, right? And it is pretty reasonably damaging and dangerous. Antaeus is the zenith of that. Because Nets work against every monster that is corporeal, and Curare works against every monster that is not poison resistant. And as Antaeus is massive, but corporeal and it's not poison resistant. It almost never happens in this channel, of course, because it's extended, and extended doesn't exist. We can do it. Oh, the regret. You have no idea how much I'm regretting this already. Yeah, idea. Idea being blink away from Saint Roca and then jump into the stairs so we don't have to fight Saint Roca until after I see the loot. Maybe even make the Saint Roca teleport away. That could work. Look at this! Half my HP gone by existing. Yeah, it's just gonna smite me to death. Saint Roca thinks. Please jump into the teleport trap. No! No! Oh man, Saint Roca sucks. Stop doing that. Okay, now don't be here. Statistically, it is likely for Saint Roca to be there. But, okay, we got rid of that for now. The obsidian bat is literally made out of obsidian. You know, sometimes this game has monsters that say um, bone dragon or something, and sometimes they are made of bone and stuff. Sometimes they aren't. Iron Dragon is a good example. I also felt much regret. At least we got rid of Saint Roca and now I have access to the shops. Oh, how different would things have gone had I had Iron Shot or something. Oh, how different it would have been. I would have completely wrecked Saint Roca. Easily. This game is torture. Even when you have a strong character, like I would not say this is a weak character by any means. This is a strong character, and I still think this game is torture. 9% banishment. Keep that in mind. Ah, should I use? No, I'm not gonna use a potion of willpower. If not using a potion of willpower kills me, okay, it didn't kill me. That's nice. Oh man, I was so annoyed by the mere possibility of getting 9% banished. Man, why does that exist? Hexes suck. Hexes suck to use and suck to be in the receiving end of. I've always said it. I want to kill that High Priest, but I don't want to walk into melee range of all of that. Okay, 15 armor. I really would like to have a little bit more mana. Alright. So far, so good, apart from Saint Roca. Apart from Saint Roca. Saint Roca was not good. Do you think if an Orc Priestess smited you in real life, your head would just explode? I would like to believe that I have more than 17 HP, which is the max damage roll for a smite. Um, yeah, smiting 7 to 17. You feel like the average person can have more than like 10 HP? Nah, like they're not that fragile. I think it would give you a headache. Maybe if it happens 2 or 3 times, you would get a severe headache. And then it will start to actually, you know, be likely to kill you. I'm amazed that worked. I'm amazed all of that worked. Yep. Once again, I am having issues fighting many monsters at the same time because I don't have spells that allow me to efficiently kill them all. But when that happens, oh boy, when that happens. I think I'm getting non-both pretty hard because the Orb of Stardust things push things away. And because they push things away, that makes them shake off the sticky flame. Oh, you know what I should be training? I should not be training spellcasting. I should be training evocations because the Orb of Stardust scales with evocations. Let's get like 12. We have +1. We can probably get 12 and it will be okay. It is kind of spooky to be surrounded by demons, but we can take it. Or maybe, you know what it is? Maybe the HP in Crawl is like an abstract thing that shows how apt your character is at taking and receiving hits um, beyond dodging. But then again, I don't think you can learn how to take an explosion in a way that doesn't just wreck you. And crawl characters take explosions quite often. That was scary. 26. Orc Knight Battle Axe plus a smite. Mm, mm, oh, it missed. It missed the Orc Knight. I don't have the jump, and I very much cannot run away because Barachi. Alright, I would like to believe that I have enough damage to just kill this guy and run away. Or just kill this guy and actually kill everyone. Yep. Now we leave. And by leave I mean go over here. Maybe I should be resting on the stairs. There we go. Whew, I guess we're gonna buy that. Maybe we're gonna buy this so I can use it. Where's the rest of my shops? Why did AutoExplore only show me one shop? That's weird. Okay, I want that. Ooh, haste, and we get to identify it. I should probably not be pulling the trigger on buying stuff so quickly. Ruined orb. I think I'm gonna stick to the orb that I have right now. The only orb that would be better than what I have would be the one that gives you mana back. I would like to have that one. Do I buy potions of 3? I don't have any anymore. I think I'll buy them all. I'll buy them all. There's no reason not to, given that I have this money and that I am not saving up for anything. Yep, you have 634 gold pieces. The brand weapons are so cheap and I have no use for them. Oh boy. I don't think I'm gonna use these. I just was holding onto it because it was kind of remarkable, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. You think it's an okay idea to train a little bit for Bam Tooth so I can have it at min delay? Oh wow! Quick Blades got nerfed. Quick Blades got nerfed. That's or maybe it's only the vampires, dude. Yeah, maybe only the Vampire Suit has that property. Item, Quick Blade. Oh no, Quick Blades got nerfed. Why? This weapon's minimum attack delay zero point 0.5 is reached at skill level 20. What kind of psychopath would train 20 short blades? 20 short blades. Who, why? Who thought that was a good idea, man? That's messed up. And it only deals 4 damage. So, like, it's not like your damage will get magically enhanced. Like, unless unless the short blades have also gotten the unarmed combat thing where every level of skill gives you base damage, uh, then that would be okay. That would actually make them really, really powerful. But like based on how they have worked every other version before, like it's pretty messed up that now they require 20 skill. I kind of want to drop it now. It's not good anymore. Jeez. Jeez. That's totally not cool. Like if you're gonna require 20 skill for this, at least make it deal more damage than 4. There's gotta be something that I'm missing here to justify having it require 20 skill. I don't know. Anyway, we're pretty much done with Orc, with Lair, and with V15. And I say pretty much because I didn't clear the entirety of Orc because I don't want to fight Saint Roca until I can properly fight Saint Roca because we have seen that the Smite DPS I do not pass the DPS check. And there's an Emperor Scorpion that has me feeling the same way. So next thing to do is Swamp or Snake. Oh man, I'm getting a headache. I am going to leave it at that for now. And I'll come back at a later date. Yet to be determined, most likely it's going to be tomorrow. I think that I'm gonna stick to playing exactly one winning character per week. Um, Back in the good old days, I had what it took to play 5 winning characters per week. I streamed one whole character and I won one whole character, and I did that 5 times a week. It was crazy. Yeah, I'm continuing that tomorrow. You are correct. Yeah, but now I think that if I can get one winning character per week, that's enough. Um, and then I guess that's it for streams for the week because like people don't watch the other stuff, and so like why would I stream the other stuff? Better stream what actually I enjoy streaming, which is crawl, because I also do not really like what I can produce when I stream the other stuff. Because it's a lot of being quiet and not being able to talk about anything. But when I play crawl, I like what I do. I feel like I produce pretty good content, pretty good commentary. Are you going to join a clan? There's gonna be a tournament. Haven't heard anything about that. But if I was to join a clan, I would join Team Splat, I suppose. February 6th. Oh man, maybe I shouldn't be playing Crawl then. Oh man, if there's gonna be a tournament in February, that means that the Jiva or the slime thing is pretty locked in. Um, I'm gonna have to keep in mind that I should go Jiva pretty much immediately as I start the character tomorrow. But anyway, more tomorrow, as I already said. Um, yeah, I might join Team Splat again, but who knows? These last couple of tournaments, since I've been pretty disconnected from the community as a whole, since I don't use Discord anymore, I've been playing them clanless. So anyway, see you around. Have a nice rest of your night. Thank you for stopping by.